Hey everyone, Hassan here, and I got another video review for you all today. This one is not related to what I usually put up videos of, and that is Power Rangers. This is one related to, as you can see, Iron Man. Basically, Iron Man 3 is out in theaters now, and I did a recent vlog kind of giving my thoughts about that, so check that out. And I got some of the Iron Man figures, and I wanted to do a little video of that. So right now what you're looking at here, in the back, these are Mark 1 through 7 of the Iron Man suits. So I believe 1, 2, and 3, maybe 4 were in the first movie. I know that one, this was the suitcase suit from the second movie, and I think that was his other main suit. And this is his suit from the Avengers, the Mark 7. So all of these have already been released, and I think I've shown them in a video before, maybe, can't remember. But this one right here is the Mark 42. So, Mark 7, Mark 42. That's not really a spoiler because the toys list that as a number, but if you try and think about why it jumps from Mark 7 to 42, that might be a spoiler if you have not paid attention to any trailers or anything for the movie at all. So I thought about collecting the different suits in between, but I doubt they're going to release all of them, and I am kind of a completionist, so if they don't release all of them, I'm not going to get it. But I did get the Mark 42 because that's kind of the main suit of the movie, and I thought it was cool. And it looks nice, you know, with all the suits in the background. So I thought I'd kind of leave that as a bit of a backdrop. Although this one, some of them don't stand up straight, so that's why it's kind of bent a little weird. But anyways, this is the Mark 42. But that's not all. I also have... So there's War Machine in the back that was previously released, and here's a new release from the Toyline for Iron Man 3, the Iron Patriot. So I'm going to take a look at both of those figures. But first, I want to take a look at the boxes for the two things. So here's the one for the Mark 42. So, as you can see, it says Iron Man Mark 42. This is the Assembler Interchangeable Armor System. So with some of these figures, you can buy them, you know, by themselves, and they come with an accessory. But then some of them allow you to interchange the different parts. So you can have 25 plus armor combinations, it says. And I like the packaging in the back. It shows all the other different suits in the back there. That's pretty cool. And it says Iron Man 3. So, there's the UPC there if anyone needed that. Avengers Initiative logo there. And this is number 1 in this toy line. So there's a bunch of different suits. So far, I only have these two. I'm debating getting some of the others. I don't think I will, but I'm not sure. So Iron Man Mark 42 gives a little description about it. So these are the parts that it comes with. So there's the main body there. You have 2 extra arms, and you have a weapon there, as you'll see. That's what he looks like. And it shows that you can collect some of the other ones and interchange the different pieces. So they do have a new War Machine figure, and you can mix and match those there. Reminds me kind of the Metabots toys. I don't know if anybody used to get the Metabots toys. It's very similar to that. And then the Iron Patriot box, basically, you know, same thing there, just the difference being this is number 3 in this toy line. And then the back shows Iron Patriot. So War Machine has a new paint job and a new name in the movie, Iron Patriot. As you can see, he comes with extra arms as well, and then this weapon here, a little missile blasting shield. And it shows how he can combine with other figures as well. So there's a Stealth Tech Iron Man figure there. Yeah. So, let's get to the figure itself. So let's take a look at Iron Man first. So this is the Mark 42. Overall, it looks, you know, it looks okay. I mean, obviously these figures aren't going to have, you know, the best paint or anything. I believe I got this at Walmart for probably close to $10, maybe, or something like that. I think they're a bit more expensive at some other places, like Toys R Us. Some of the basic figures are a little cheaper, but because this is the interchangeable armor system one, it's a little bit more expensive. So in terms of articulation, the legs move forward about that much, and move back, I guess, about as much as you can really do it. The legs come off, so I guess you can really bend it up until it comes off. Like that. So the legs are interchangeable again. The arms move up about that much, and move down, and it just came off. So I guess you can kind of try and push it a little, but then it'll probably come off. And they do rotate around 360 degrees. And the head also rotates around completely as well. Does the head come off too? Maybe. I don't think so. I don't want to break it. But, so that's it. So they don't actually bend, at the elbows or knees or anything like that. The hands don't move at all. This is in comparison to, I'll take the most recent one, the Mark 7 from the Avengers. This does have, elbow articulation, and you can bend it at the knees as well. So this has more articulation, but this one also just came with a bit of a weapon, and it didn't actually come with, you couldn't swap out the parts too. So you win some and you lose some kind of thing. So that's, the Iron Man figure by itself. And then what it comes with is these two different arms here. So you can interchange those. So let's do that. Oops, wrong one. So here's what this new arm kind of looks like. Now this is not from the movie, these pieces, unless it's from some random suit that we couldn't really even see closely on screen. But it looks kind of weird like this, in my opinion. I mean, I guess it's nice having kind of a bit more like bulked up Iron Man, but just the paint job is slightly weird because this is like all red and this is all gold up here, and it's just a little odd. But anyway, so that's kind of what it's supposed to look like. And then it comes with this little missile launcher thing. And the missile launcher, basically, you can kind of place it in a couple different places. So you have the ability to, so this little shoulder piece has this knob right here, so you can stick it right there, like that. See if I can get it in. There we go. So you can do that. And then you have the missile, which just sticks in there. You hear a little click, and it's kind of spring-loaded. And you push this little button here, this trigger, and it will launch. And ready, and so knock that guy down. You can also use this little peg here and stick it in any of the holes there, so you can have it, on his hand like that. You can put it, I guess, if you want, on the leg right there. Yeah, it fits in there too. There's holes on the bottom of the feet, although these are kind of small. Yeah, those are different. But I guess on the arms in there, and then on the back too, if you really wanted to kind of have it. I think it fits there. Yeah, so if you wanted to have it like that. So I don't know, lots of different, functionality there, I guess. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the Iron Man one. So let's kind of, move aside, fix this guy here. So let's move over to the Iron Patriot. So if you want a little comparison, here's War Machine from Iron Man 2, and then this is the Iron Patriot from Iron Man 3. So not as all bulked up and stuff. His suit is a bit more sleek. It's a bit more bulky looking in the movie, I guess, but in terms of the figure, this is what you got. So this little thing is detachable, so you can, stick it on the back if you want there. I guess you can really put it on either side. You can move it to this side if you wanted to. Either way. But basically same articulation as the Iron Man Mark 42. This one I actually like the paint job for. Like, it looks kind of cool, this figure. I wasn't expecting it to be, this neat, but I kind of like it. So, same articulation again. So, this one comes with a missile blasting shield. Oh, and it comes with other interchangeable arms too, so let's kind of switch those out. So here's what the arm looks like for the Iron Patriot. So this looks slightly less weird, but still kind of odd, because all the other pieces have silver, but this is just blue and red. So just a little weird. But what you can also do then, oops, is you have the missile blasting shield here, and there's the missile. So you just put this in here, clicks into place, and then you're just going to push this little button here to fire. So with this, you can stick it, in any of the holes there. So you have the arms there. I guess technically you could put it in the legs there. I guess you could remove this gun and put the missile blaster there. So however which way you want to do it. But it kind of goes on like that. And then he can then fire. Let's see if War Machine can handle this. Nope. So these missiles actually, some toys with the missiles, they don't fire that well. But this one actually is kind of decent in terms of, how well it fires. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, that's really that. So let's kind of move back here. And we'll grab these toys again. And what I'm going to do now is show you how you can interchange the different parts. So let's kind of have some fun with this. Let's take the War Machine body, and let's, let's take this Iron Man leg here. So if you had more of them, obviously it'd be, you can come up with more crazy, interesting combinations. Let's take, let's do this arm there, and then, this arm there, something like that. So it's kind of an interesting looking thing, whatever you want to call this. But that's basically the main gimmick of this toy line, the interchangeable parts. So that's pretty much that. So I'm going to rebuild Iron Man here and kind of sum up with and I guess Iron Patriot, I'll do that too. And I'll kind of sum up my thoughts of these different figures as I do that. And so overall, I wasn't really expecting these to be that great because they just, I don't know, in the box at the store, they were like, they don't look that great. But I just kind of wanted to have a figure of the new suit and Iron Patriot. But, once I opened it up and kind of looked at it and stuff, they kind of look neat to display. They're not too bad. The paint job, isn't necessarily the best. I like the paint, on the Iron Patriot better. Just because it just looks kind of nice with the blue and the silver. This one almost looks kind of cheap, the Iron Man paint in a way. I'm sure you can kind of tell on the iPad and everything from the camera. Especially when you compare it to some of the older figures. If you look at all of these back here, these guys, they have like shiny glossy paint and everything. Like this silver looks really nice. Just much better paint on those ones, I think, and detail and. Obviously they don't have that gimmick of coming apart, so they didn't have to focus on all that stuff either, but there's definitely a difference that you can see. And it's also disappointing that they don't have as much articulation. Again, there's the gimmick of removing the different limbs and stuff, so that's kind of different, but it would have been nice to have more articulation. Even the standalone figures that don't have the gimmick of moving stuff around, like switching the parts, those don't bend at the elbows and knees either, I believe, so that kind of sucks too. But, you'll just get a little comparison if I take the Avengers, Mark 7, and you'll see big difference. So in my opinion, this is still my favorite Iron Man toy out of the ones I have, because this one just looks really nice with the glossy paint and everything. But I suppose this, the new suit still, it works. It's not terrible. I would say it's probably average, these toys, so I think the most mileage you're going to get out of these is if you like the gimmick of swapping the parts and everything. If you don't, I would only get this if you really want some sort of a, little figure display of the newest suits. Yeah, so that's about it. If you guys have any questions or anything, post them in the comments below. But check out Iron Man 3 in theaters. It's a great movie. I really liked it. And hope you guys, enjoy it too. So thanks for watching, and see you guys later. Bye.